Decoding the human puzzle. Imagine walking into a room of strangers and, within seconds, deciphering their thoughts, emotions, and intentions, all without them uttering a word. This skill isn't a fantasy reserved for mind readers, it's a practical ability that anyone can develop. Human behavior is a language. And like any language, it can be learned. From subtle body movements to fleeting microexpressions, every person constantly communicates volumes about themselves. The key lies in knowing what to look for and how to interpret it. In Read People Like a Book, you'll discover actionable techniques to analyze anyone at first sight. Whether you're navigating the complexities of a business negotiation, strengthening personal relationships, or simply trying to understand others better, mastering the art of people reading will give you an invaluable edge. This book isn't about manipulation or surface-level judgments. It's about building deeper connections, making informed decisions, and enhancing your emotional intelligence by understanding the unspoken dynamics of human behavior. Are you ready to uncover the secrets people reveal through their actions and words? Let's dive into the fascinating world of people reading and learn to understand others like never before. Chapter 1: The Fundamentals of People Reading. To read people effectively, you must first understand the basic principles of human behavior. At its core, people reading is about observation, empathy, and critical thinking. Key elements of people reading. Body language. Over 55% of communication is nonverbal. From posture to gestures, a person's movements often speak louder than their words. Facial expressions. The face is a canvas of emotions, revealing thoughts people might not even express consciously. Verbal cues, word choice, tone, and speech patterns can provide insights into someone's personality and state of mind. Behavioral patterns, habits and repeated actions offer clues about a person's deeper traits and motivations. Practical tip: start with observation. The next time you're in a public space, focus on one person and take note of their body language, facial expressions, and gestures. What story do their nonverbal cues tell? Chapter 2: Body Language 101. What movements reveal? Body language is a treasure trove of information. While people might control their words, their bodies often betray their true feelings. Posture. Confident posture, upright stance with shoulders back and head high signals self-assurance. Defensive posture, crossed arms or slouched shoulders suggest discomfort or a desire to shield oneself. Gestures. Open gestures, relaxed, expansive movements indicate engagement and openness. Closed gestures, tight or restricted movements often signal nervousness or defensiveness. Proximity. The physical distance someone keeps can reveal their comfort level. People who lean in or stand closer are typically engaged, while those who step back may be feeling uneasy or disinterested. Practical tip: when interacting with someone, mirror their body language subtly. This creates a sense of rapport and can help you understand their emotional state better. Chapter 3: The Language of the Face. The face is a rich source of emotional expression. Even when people try to mask their feelings, their faces often reveal the truth through microexpressions, fleeting, involuntary movements that last less than a second. Eyes. Direct eye contact indicates confidence, interest, or assertiveness. Avoiding eye contact may signal discomfort, shyness, or deceit. Pupil dilation, often associated with excitement, interest, or attraction. Mouth. Genuine smile engages the eyes, creating crinkles at the corners. Tight-lipped smile may indicate politeness rather than genuine happiness. Lip biting can signal nervousness or hesitation. Eyebrows and forehead. Furrowed brows often denote concentration or worry. Raised eyebrows can suggest surprise, curiosity, or disbelief. Practical tip: focus on observing microexpressions during conversations. Practice identifying the 7 universal emotions: happiness, sadness, anger, fear, surprise, disgust, and contempt. Chapter 4, Decoding Verbal Cues. What people say, and how they say it, can reveal a great deal about their thoughts and emotions. Tone and pace. Slow speech often indicates thoughtfulness or hesitation. Fast speech can signal excitement, nervousness, or urgency. Tone variations, a warm, consistent tone conveys sincerity, while abrupt changes may indicate discomfort or deception. Word choice. Personal pronouns, excessive use of I might reflect self-focus, while inclusive terms like we suggest collaboration. Emotional words, words like excited, worried, or confident reveal someone's inner state. Practical tip. Pay attention to inconsistencies between verbal and nonverbal communication. For example, if someone says they're fine but their tone is flat or their body is tense, they may be masking their true feelings. Chapter 5, Behavioral Patterns, the key to long-term analysis. While body language and facial expressions provide immediate insights, behavioral patterns reveal deeper truths over time. What to observe? Consistency. Does their behavior align with their words? Reactions to stress. Do they stay calm or become defensive? Treatment of others. How do they interact with people in different roles, such as peers, subordinates, or strangers? Practical tip. Keep a mental note of recurring behaviors. For instance, if someone consistently avoids commitments, it might indicate a fear of accountability or change. Chapter 6, Building Your People Reading Toolkit. Reading people is a skill that improves with practice. The more you observe and analyze, the sharper your insights will become. Essential skills to develop. Active listening. Pay attention not only to what people say but also to what they don't say. Empathy. Understand others' emotions by putting yourself in their shoes. Critical thinking. Analyze information objectively without jumping to conclusions. Practical exercise. Spend a day observing interactions in public places like cafes or parks. Note how people's body language and facial expressions change in different contexts. Chapter 7, The Power of Context in People Reading. To truly understand someone, you must consider the context in which their behavior occurs. Context shapes how people act, what they say, and even how they move. Ignoring it can lead to misinterpretation of their intentions or emotions. How context influences behavior. Environment. A person's behavior at a party will differ from their behavior in a work meeting. Relationships. Someone might be more open with a close friend but reserved around strangers. Emotional state. A person's recent experiences, such as stress or happiness, can heavily influence their actions. Practical tips for reading context. Observe the setting. Ask yourself how the environment might influence their behavior. Listen for clues. People often give context to their emotions through their words, e.g., "It's been a tough day." Connect the dots. Combine contextual observations with their body language and verbal cues to get a fuller picture. Chapter 8, Detecting Deception, When Words and Actions Don't Align. People aren't always truthful, whether intentionally or subconsciously. Learning to spot deception is a valuable skill that can protect you from manipulation or dishonesty. Common signs of deception. Inconsistent body language. Their movements don't match their words, e.g., saying, "I'm fine," while crossing their arms defensively. Avoidance behaviors. They may avoid eye contact, shift their posture, or fidget excessively. Excessive details. Providing unnecessary details can sometimes be an attempt to distract or overcompensate. How to spot lies. Baseline behavior. Observe how someone normally acts to identify deviations. Microexpressions. Brief flashes of guilt, fear, or nervousness can indicate deception. Pacing and pausing. Overly rehearsed or delayed responses may suggest dishonesty. Practical exercise. The next time someone tells you a story, pay attention to their consistency in tone, body language, and facial expressions. If something feels off, analyze why. Chapter 9, The influence of personality types on behavior. Understanding personality types can significantly enhance your ability to read people. Introverts, extroverts, and ambiverts. For example, communicate differently. Recognizing these traits can help you interpret their actions accurately. Key personality traits to look for. Introverts prefer smaller groups. Reflective, and may appear reserved or shy in larger gatherings. Extroverts thrive on social interaction. Expressive, and often open about their thoughts and feelings. Ambiverts, a mix of introversion and extroversion. Adaptable depending on the situation. Using personality insights. Adjust your approach, tailor your communication style to match their personality, e.g. give an introvert more time to open up. Understand motivations. Extroverts may seek external validation, while introverts might prioritize internal reflection. Practical exercise. Observe someone you know well and note behaviors that align with their personality type. Use this understanding to improve your interaction with them. Chapter 10. Cultural and social norms in people reading. Culture and social norms play a significant role in shaping behavior. Gestures, eye contact, and even verbal communication can mean different things across cultures. To avoid misinterpretation, it's crucial to factor in cultural context. Examples of cultural differences. Eye contact. In some cultures, direct eye contact signifies confidence, while in others, it may be seen as disrespectful. Personal space. Proximity during conversations varies widely between cultures. Gestures. A thumbs up might mean great in one culture but be offensive in another. How to account for cultural norms. Do your research. Familiarize yourself with the cultural background of the person you're analyzing. Observe first, before jumping to conclusions. Watch how they interact with others in the same context. Ask questions, if appropriate. Seek clarification about behaviors you don't understand. Practical exercise. The next time you're in a culturally diverse setting, compare how people from different backgrounds express emotions or interact socially. Chapter 11. Building rapport through observation. People reading isn't just about analysis, it's also about connection. By observing and understanding others, you can build rapport more effectively, creating stronger relationships and mutual trust. How observation strengthens rapport. Mirroring. Subtly matching someone's body language can create a sense of familiarity and comfort. Acknowledging emotions. Recognizing and responding to their emotional state shows empathy and attentiveness. Finding common ground. Observing their interests, habits, or values can help you connect on a deeper level. Steps to build rapport through people reading. Start with small gestures. Nod, smile, or maintain appropriate eye contact to show engagement. Validate their feelings. Use phrases like, "I can see why you'd feel that way," to acknowledge their emotions. Share similar experiences. If you notice a shared interest or value, bring it into the conversation. Practical exercise. Practice mirroring someone's posture and gestures during a conversation. Observe how it affects their comfort level and the flow of the interaction. Conclusion. Becoming a master at reading people. Reading people is a lifelong skill that evolves with practice and experience. By combining keen observation, empathy, and critical thinking, you'll unlock a deeper understanding of human behavior. These 5 chapters have expanded your toolkit, teaching you to factor in context, detect deception, recognize personality traits, consider cultural norms, and build rapport. As you apply these techniques, you'll not only become adept at analyzing others but also at forming meaningful, authentic connections. The world is full of untold stories waiting to be read. Start decoding them today, one observation at a time.